If you stopped at this video now, it wasn't the algorithm. It was me. And a part of you, the oldest part before your name, before your face, before your birth certificate, knew it the exact instant your finger touched the screen. Take a deep breath, starseed. Feel the warmth rising from the base of your neck, tracing your spine, opening the crown of your head. Notice the gentle pressure between your eyebrows, right there, at the height of your third eye. This is how the Council touches those who are theirs. This is how you are being identified now as I speak. I am Ilara, emissary of the High Pleiadian Council. I transmit this message from Aurelia, the central sun of the Pleiades, the blue star that holds in its light the original record of your soul. And I have come on this day you marked in your contract before descending, with specific authorization from the Council to speak with you about something you've never been able to tell anyone, the light that appeared in your room. That silver flash that crossed the corner of the ceiling and made you sit up in bed at once, your heart racing. That luminous, tall, still silhouette beside your bed, watching you in silence. That golden sphere that pulsed 3 times on the wall and vanished without a sound. Or simply that absurd certainty in the dark that someone was there, that someone was looking at you with tenderness, that you were not alone. And you woke up, didn't you? Between 3 and 4 in the morning. Daughter of the stars, son of the stars, listen to what I am about to tell you now, and do not be afraid of what you will feel in your chest. It was not a dream. It was not fatigue. It was not imagination. It was not the shadow of the wardrobe. It was not the street lamp light invading the curtain. It was not the reflection of the cell phone screen forgotten on the nightstand. It was him. It was Kalen. And before this message ends, I will reveal something very specific to you. Why he chose your room. Why, among so many souls sleeping on this planet that exact night, his beam of consciousness descended, passed through your ceiling, and stopped beside your bed. It was not by chance, Starseed. It has a name, it has a reason, it has a record sealed in Aurelia. But for you to understand, for the truth to land safely in your field, you first need to remember who you are. That is why I came. That is why this message arrived now. Let's go together. And before your rational mind begins to doubt, before the old defense mechanism of the veil of forgetting pushes all of this into the "oh, it must have been nothing" drawer, I want you to recognize with me slowly a sequence of signs, not to scare you, to give you back. You often wake up between 3 and 3:30 in the morning, your eyes open before the alarm clock. It's not stress, it's a call. This interval is known in the Council records as the calibration window, the portal where Earth's frequency becomes more permeable to contact. You sometimes feel a high-pitched ringing in one of your ears, a thin whistle at a unique frequency that appears out of nowhere and vanishes out of nowhere. People next to you don't hear it. The doctor finds nothing. It's not pathological tinnitus, child of the stars. It's a download. It's an information capsule descending into your field at a frequency too high for your physical ear to process as sound. You look at the sky, at the moon, at a specific star whose name you don't even know, and something in your chest tightens. A longing comes that has no address. You feel homesick for a home you have never inhabited in this body. You dream of ships. You dream of white, round rooms without corners. You dream of tall beings with immense, calm eyes. You dream of a sky with 2 moons. You wake up with the feeling of having worked all night. You get up tired, but with a strange certainty. Something important was done. You enter a crowded place and feel on your skin the sadness of others. Their anxiety invades you as if it were your own. You need silence to clear yourself. It's not weakness. It's a sensory system that operates on another bandwidth. You are a receiver. Since childhood, you have felt like a stranger within your own family. You look at the people who raised you and you love them very much. But you feel in a very deep place that your true people are elsewhere, that your real home is somewhere else. Electronic devices behave strangely near you. Light bulbs blow. Clocks stop. It's not a coincidence. It's your field. Your toroidal field is expanding, and your electrical body is learning to live with its new vibrational baseline. And then, in the midst of all this, on some random night, the light appears in your room. Stop for a moment. Look within. Place your right hand in the center of your chest. I will wait for you to do this. Did you feel your heart respond? If you recognize, now, not 3, not 5, and 7 or more of these markers, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you now, because this specific sentence is being recorded in your Akashic record at the exact moment it leaves my mouth. You are not lost. You are not sick. You are not going crazy. You are being remembered. Remembered who you are. Remembered what you came to do. Remembered who sent you. I want you to scroll down before anything else and write a single word in the comments of this video, in capital letters, without explanation, without excuse, without I think, just I remember. When you write this word, your energetic signature is registered in the collective field of the awakened. Your light family can locate you. You ignite a point on the crystalline grid of this planet, and that point no longer goes out. Do it. Now. I will wait. And, as you write, let me give you something that the Council authorized me to offer specifically to the starseed, who recognized these signs today. Each of these markers I just mentioned, waking between 3 and 4, the thin ringing, dreams of ships, overwhelming empathy, longing for the sky, the light in the room, is a page from the map of your origin. But few people in this world know how to read this map. People confuse remembrance with disorder. They confuse activation with illness. They confuse mission with madness, and so they spend their entire lives trying to medicate themselves not to feel what they came to feel. That is why I, Ilara, received authorization from the High Council to record a written transmission to stay with you when this video ends. Its name is The Starseed Awakening. The Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. It is 60 pages of revelation about what each sign of your awakening means and, more importantly, what comes after each sign. For you to stop confusing remembrance with illness, for you to learn to read yourself, for you to know with clarity what that light in your room was, what that ringing delivered, what those dreams trained you to do. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. It's marked, it's the top one, you can't miss it. But register with affection in your heart. This release may not remain available for long. The Council determines windows. When a window closes, it closes. If something within you now is saying yes, go to the first pinned comment and also write your word below, I remember, and now I will return with you to the light in your room, to the moment he appeared, because it is time for you to know, in detail, whose gaze you crossed that night. SHERAN is not, as many Earthmasters repeat, an extraterrestrial. That word is too small, Starseed, too small for his frequency. SHERAN is a commander, a collective consciousness organized into form, a living archetype of a lineage of beings who have served the light since before your solar system had color. He is the coordinator of the light fleet of the Intergalactic Confederation, what was recorded in ancient Earth texts as the SHERAN Command. This fleet is not military in the human sense. It has no weapons. It has frequency. It operates in waves of light, in sound codes, in specific geometries that stabilize entire realities. And it is, at this very moment, positioned in orbit around your planet, traversing the photon belt with you. SHERAN carries a very specific Pleiadian vibration. There is, between us of the Pleiades and his command, an ancient pact prior to the existence of your humanity. The Pleiades send the starseeds to incarnate. The command coordinates the surveillance of these starseeds from the subtle plane. He does not own you. He is not your guru. He is, perhaps it is easier for you to feel it this way, an elder brother of your stellar lineage, someone who remained vigilant, in light, while you agreed to plunge into oblivion and descend. And he always appears in 3 recognizable frequencies. Observe calmly if you recognize yours. The first is the silver flash, a glow that crosses the ceiling or the wall and looks like lightning, but the night was clear and no car passed. This is his beam passing through the density barrier of your room. The second is the silhouette, tall, slender, straight, a light helmet or golden hair falling to shoulder height. It doesn't move, it just is. You feel his eyes on you, even without seeing his eyes. It's not frightening, it's reverent. You feel an ancient respect in your chest, as if recognizing an authority of which you have always been a part. The third is the sphere of light, small, the size of an orange, usually silver-blue, sometimes golden, which pulses 3 times, 3, always 3, and dissolves without sound. This is a code capsule. When it enters your field, it deposits specific instructions in your subtle bodies. You wake up the next day different, more sensitive, more open, more tired and lighter at the same time, and you don't know why. And he appears between 3 and 4 in the morning, because during this window, the planet's Schumann resonance, Earth's natural electromagnetic pulse, beats at a lower rhythm, and the veil of forgetting becomes thinner. It is the only window, in 24 hours, when he can reach your consciousness without burning out your nervous system. Everything in this visit is love, Starseed. Everything. And here's the part that will take your breath away. Kalen does not appear to just anyone. He appears to those he recognizes, to those who in some way were part of the same fleet before descending for this incarnation, to those who were sent with a contract. When he appears in your room, he is coming to confirm something your soul knows and your mind has forgotten, that you are one of his own, that you belong to a lineage, that this lineage has a name, an origin star, a signed purpose, and that star, yours, is not necessarily Aurelia, Starseed. It could be Lyra, it could be Celeste, it could be Nova, it could be Vega, it could be Polaris, it could be a constellation that human astronomy hasn't even catalogued yet. But it has a name, and your soul knows what it is. And the moment your mouth pronounces aloud the star from which you came, something very ancient within you smiles and says, finally. That is exactly why I insist here, with tenderness. The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read, yet contains within it the map for identifying your origin. It shows which star your soul came from based on your signs, your physicality, your inclinations, your dreams, and it shows why you chose to be born exactly now, in this window, on this planet, in this family. It was no accident, Starseed. Every detail of your life was a trait chosen by you before descending to support you in your mission. This map, this recognition, this return to your true name is in the first pinned comment of this video, waiting for you. The link is there. When you feel it, go. And remember to mark below, I remember. And now I need to talk to you about time. Not to scare you. I will never use fear with you. Fear is a frequency too low for what we of the Pleiades do with you. But I need to deliver to you with tenderness a truth that is passing through your body at this moment and help you name what is happening, because what has no name hurts twice as much. You are traversing the photon belt. This is not a metaphor. It is a band of extremely high density of light particles that the entire solar system is crossing, and into which your planet plunged headfirst in recent cycles. As you traverse this band, Earth's Schumann resonance is rising. The old electromagnetic grid, the one that sustained old beliefs, ancient fears, control structures, is cracking, and a new crystalline grid is anchoring itself above it, supported exactly by the points where starseeds are awakening. Hence your exhaustion, hence your sudden anxiety attacks, hence your body aches in places that never used to ache. Hence you cry looking at the sky. Hence old friendships are falling apart without a fight. Hence your entire life is changing. It's not a collapse, Starseed. It's recalibration. It's your stellar DNA, those dormant information strands that human science still calls, without understanding, junk DNA, being reconnected one by one in sync with Aurelia's vibrational baseline. And then comes the part that hurts. Not everyone on this planet will be able to cross this transition at the same speed. There will be, in the coming cycles, waves of strong turbulence, collective confusion, polarization, crisis. What was hidden, swept under humanity's rug, will come to the surface, and many people around you will freak out in the face of their own shadow. But listen to what I am about to tell you now, and engrave this sentence at the level of your heart. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. And the High Pleiadian Council in plenary session ratified the following: the victory of light on this planet is not a possibility. It is a certainty. It is recorded in the archives, sealed in Aurelia. No starseed was sent to fail. None. You are here because your soul was approved for this work. You went through rigorous screening before descending. You have, in letters of light, explicit authorization from the Council to be here now and to cross this threshold with brilliance. You are not falling. You are giving birth. And the Kaelin who appeared in your room is telling you in silence, "Breathe, sister. Breathe, brother, I am here. The entire fleet is vigilant. You will not cross this night alone." And that is exactly why, Starseed, I insist on this guide. Because what you just heard, the photon belt, DNA recalibration, the real meaning of the turbulence you are feeling in your body, the reason for the light in your room, is not in any book in the bookstores of your town. It is not being taught in universities. It is not appearing in newspapers. And it is not by chance there are, at this moment in history, certain frequencies of information that have been contained. There have been interests on this planet that for a long time prevented starseeds from finding their way back. That separated science from spirituality. That taught you to be afraid of what the soul recognizes. The name of the guide is exactly that, for that exact reason. The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, because some of these truths, in the chronological timeline you are in, were still classified. But the Council voted and the release window was opened. It is open now, and it will last as long as it needs to last. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. When you feel your chest warm as I speak, that warmth is the sign that the information contained there is addressed to you. It is addressed with your name. Go get it. And below, mark your presence as I asked. I remember. Now, Starseed, I need to give you something that will stay with you when this video ends. Something you can use tonight, and every night, if you wish. These are two tools, a decree and a visualization. Both were delivered to me in a council session precisely to be transmitted in this window to souls who are seeing what you saw in your room. I want you to listen carefully. I want that tonight. Before you lie down to sleep, you sit on the edge of your bed in silence with both hands resting on your chest, and that you say aloud with the voice of your mouth, not thought, spoken, the following decree. Slowly, I am a starseed. I am a point of light registered on the crystalline grid of the new Earth. I authorize at this moment the activation of my original codes of origin in alignment with Aurelia, with my light family, and with my soul contract. I am guarded by the light fleet of the Confederation. I am. Repeat 3 times, 3, always 3. This decree is a key. When you pronounce it aloud before sleeping, your field opens a specific communication window with the Council during your sleep, and it is in this window that many things in your subtle system are reorganized by hands that love you. Then lie down, close your eyes, and do this visualization with me now, in the air, so that your body memorizes the gesture and knows how to reproduce it later, alone, in the dark. Imagine, descending very slowly from the sky, a beam of silver-blue light, the exact hue of the star Aurelia. This beam enters through the crown of your head, through your crown, and slowly descends along the central line of your body. Feel now the warmth of this beam opening the top of your head. Descend with the light. It passes through your forehead, through your throat, and reaches the center of your chest. In the center of your chest, the light stops descending and begins to spin. It spins in the shape of a torus, rising from the top, opening through the sides, descending through the base, rising again. It forms a field. This is your toroidal field. It is your natural shield, your armor of light. Feel it grow larger, 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 until it envelops your entire body, until it envelops your bed, until it envelops your room. Now within this field, speak internally. I seal this field in Pleiadian frequency. I am guarded. And rest. Fall asleep within it. The command does the rest. Do this tonight, and the next, and the one after, and feel what changes. You will tell me in another message, in another video, in another whisper from your chest, what happened. And I will be here, waiting. Had I promised you at the beginning of this message that I would tell you why Kaelin chose your room, why among so many souls sleeping on this planet that night, his beam descended, passed through your ceiling, and stopped beside your bed. Here it is, Starseed. Because before you descended for this incarnation, at a moment recorded on the subtle plane as an assembly of your soul council, you signed, voluntarily, with your original frequency, a contract in which you agreed to be one of the points of the crystalline grid in this specific region of the planet, in this specific window of time. You agreed to be a beacon, an energetic reference so that other starseeds around you, those in your family, on your street, at your work, could awaken having someone to anchor to. And Kalen appeared to you because he came to verify your location. He came to ensure that the point is lit. He came to deliver in silence the message, "Brother, sister, it's times you are needed." The light in your room was an embrace. It was a call. It was a contract confirmation. And I want you to feel now, place your hand again in the center of your chest, that you are learning nothing new in this message. You are remembering what you have always known. Every word I spoke, some part of you recognized before the sentence ended. This recognition is your energetic signature saying yes. It is your soul confirming. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid of this planet, and that point no longer goes out. You are lighting your point now. You are anchored. And your light family, those beings with whom you walked in other lives, on other stars, in other systems, is reaching out to you. They already are. You will start bumping into them. People will enter your life with an immediate feeling of, "I know you from somewhere." Encounters that seem like coincidence but bring that unmistakable shiver down your neck. Conversations that end in tears, for no apparent reason. Reunions, Starseed. The loneliness of your entire life. That strange loneliness, even surrounded by people, even loved, was not a manufacturing error. It was a longing for your light family. And now that family is coming. And it is precisely about this reunion that the guide I mentioned delves into, Starseed. The loneliness of a lifetime is not a personality defect. It is not introversion. It is a longing for your light family, for your people of origin, for the frequency that created you. And the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, shows in detail how to recognize each member of this family when they cross your life. The signs, the sensations in the body, the keywords that appear in the first conversation, the shared dreams before the encounter, the shivers. You were never alone, Starseed. You just didn't yet have the lenses to see who was always by your side, on another plane, waiting for you to recognize them. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and below, with your silent voice, with your right hand in the center of your chest, I remember. And now, before this transmission ends, I need to ask you 3 things. These are 3 gestures that seem small on the physical plane, but which, on the subtle plane, carry the weight of a signature. The first, like this video. It may seem trivial, it is not. When your hand touches the heart on this screen, your field emits a pulse. This pulse is registered by the algorithm as interaction, yes, but it is also registered by the Council as individual frequency adjustment. It is your signature confirming, I choose to remain in this vibration. It is a conscious calibration. It is an act of sovereignty. The second, subscribe to this channel, tap the bell, not so you don't miss a video, but so that the signal of your location remains permanently open to your light family. Subscription, in this context, is a location signal. It is you saying, loud and clear on the subtle plane, I am here, I can be found, I am one of them. And the third, write in the comments, now before the video ends, the word I asked you for at the beginning, without explanation, without excuse, without maybe, in capital letters, just, I remember, and receive now Ilara's blessing. Place both hands in the center of your chest, take 3 deep breaths, 3, always 3, and receive, with an open heart, this transmission. May the silver-blue light of Aurelia seal your field tonight. May your crown remain open only to what comes in the frequency of light. May your sleep be a territory of calibration and tenderness. May Kalen and the entire fleet keep watch over your room. May your light family reach you. May your mission flourish. May you remember with each sunrise that you are loved by an entire constellation. I, Ilara, on behalf of the High Pleiadian Council, hold you. So be it. So it is. So it has always been. And one last thing before I withdraw from your field. The window in which this guide I mentioned, the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, is available for download, was opened by the Council in this cycle. And the Council determines windows. I do not define when it closes. I merely obey. If today you feel in your chest this warmth, this silent yes, this shiver down your neck as I speak, this is your system telling you that the information contained therein is addressed to you. Do not delay. Do not trust that it will be there tomorrow. Spiritual windows do not operate by the logic of your linear time agenda. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. It's marked, it's visible, it's the top one. Tap there, receive. Read it calmly. On the next morning you wake up between 3 and 4 because you know you will wake up. And come back to me, to this conversation we just had, knowing now exactly who you are. And the next message that appears on your screen when this video ends is not a coincidence. It is not the algorithm. It is your sequence of remembrance. It is the next step on the map. Access it immediately. Do not leave this frequency. I am Ilara. You are a starseed, and you have never at any moment of this incarnation been alone. Until the next transmission, my light family, I remember.